Hello there, Rajal here. Nowadays, homeschooling and working from home is the norm, except on some cases. Maybe if you're working for a funeral home, which you can call work for funeral home. Kids! Want to see a kidney? Babes, don't cook that meat at the sink. Oh, you already did? Steak? Medium rare?
Ew!
But not everyone is blessed with a home office or multiple monitors or even their own cafeteria. They say having a good working environment greatly improves the work output or the work efficiency. But what if you're like me with no home office, have an old office provided laptop, and limited budget? Of course, you could always put a blanket over your head for privacy, but no. I think I'm the perfect subject to test this virtual office if it really works. At a simple click of a button and some headset positioning, I am working from here and instantly transported to a virtual office space I can only dream of. I am working from here, but virtually, it feels like this. Now the question is, did it work? After 1 week working in the virtual world, am I more focused, productive, and efficient? Let me start off with my setup. I use an old 2016 era laptop running on a 6th generation i5 processor and 8GB RAM with 64-bit Windows 10. I'm also using a 5 GHz Wi-Fi network connecting my laptop and my headset. For my virtual reality headset, I use an Oculus Quest 2 $300 headset. If you're from the Philippines and wonders how I got this, you can just watch my other video here. So, as you can see, I really don't have much processing power. Since I don't have a personal home office room, my kids constantly surrounds me. I'm using Immersed application to run my virtual office. Immersed is a VR application that works like a virtual desktop but focused more on work setup. It has multiple private and public environments and provides you an option to have up to 5 virtual monitors, which you can resize. You can even try using a cinema-sized screen as your monitor. The new update provides hand tracking and keyboard overlay in your virtual office, which greatly help with your immersion. Working from home is like a mullet haircut, where business up front, party at the back. For me, it's business on top, party down below. Now, as for my work, it usually involves a lot of emails, chats, meetings, and IT tool access. It's not that CPU or graphics intensive work, so my regular laptop works fine. Now, adding a VR headset on top of that really pushed my CPU utilization on 100%. Moving to a static 360-degree picture environment helped lower down the CPU and GPU utilization, but where's the fun in that? Using it to work on simple presentations, answering emails, and working on tools is quite good, where it delivered the focus I needed and the latency is hardly noticeable. Used it too on my Teams and the Skype meeting several times, and it worked. Although I don't think the meeting participants were glad seeing my no facial expression avatar. There is even a public place where you can see other users and simulates a coffee shop vibe. Other users cannot see your screen, by the way. With lockdowns and closures of some cafes, this is a good alternative if you get your work energy from those types of environment. So, does it work? Personally for me, partly yes, but not 100% of my 8-hour workday. I also don't see this being used if your work is heavy on video or graphics intensive rendering or sensitive to latency. For video calls, I still prefer seeing faces with facial expressions. So this is a no for me on meetings. Working while sipping coffee on the side is also not ideal unless they create an overlay for coffee mug, which is similar to what they did for keyboards. I still don't have an Elite strap. As you can see, I'm using the default strap, which can relieve the headset pressure to my face. So using it for 2 hours straight is not that comfortable. 1 hour continuous use is fine, and it did really help with my work focus since there's less distractions. But I will be honest, at times I can't help but marvel on the great view my virtual world has. I can see this as a great tool if you're looking for a quick escape or change of environment at work. This worked on my low-end laptop, so I can imagine if you have a high-end PC and uses a Wi-Fi 6 network, this would greatly work on your setup. I suggest having a mouse overlay, similar to what they did on the keyboard for better immersion. I also cannot wait what Oculus is cooking with their Infinite Office application. With VR, exciting things are happening in every industry, from schooling to working and to gaming, and I can't wait for the next few months. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to watch the next episodes.